Hey guys, just a quick warning, I'm going to do some straight talking here and some people may not like it. I'm talking about injuries, I'm talking about issues, problems that can be helped that people seem to make worse rather than better. Now, obviously that can apply to all areas of life, but today we're talking fitness wise. Now, I work in various different places, various different people. It's not necessarily just in the gym, fitness classes, it's everyday life as well. I see people on a daily basis, so don't take this personally. If you think this video is aimed at you, trust me, I'm not making a video on one person. I'd have a private conversation. But on a daily basis, Leah, I've got some pain in my calves. Right, so you're coming to the gym 4 times a week, you've got painful calves. Are you stretching? I haven't got time. But you've got time to come to the gym and make it worse 4 times a week. That's just not smart. It doesn't make sense. You're making that injury worse. Now, if you're in a gym, you're surrounded by qualified professionals that can help advise and guide you and help you get the best out of your workout. They can help you train for your goals. You get people that, come in and they only do cardio, they only do weights, and a lot of the time, very often you see people that are doing the opposite of the goals they want to achieve. Now, we've all done this, and back in the day I've done it myself. I see runners that are running, they're training for an event. I absolutely admire their dedication. They're running 6 times a week, training for an event, and they've got an injury. And yet if you say to that person, how about Pilates, or why don't you try this, or what about that? I haven't got time. Okay, you haven't got time, but you've got time to go out running 6 times a week to make that injury worse. It just doesn't make sense. I did it myself. I was training for Stafford Half Marathon. It was the 2nd year I'd ever done it. I didn't know any better then. I had developed an injury, an IT band injury, 6 weeks before the event. And I just carried on. I took painkillers, which you should never do. If your oil light goes on in your car, you don't just stick a post-it note on it and carry on driving the car anyway and just think it's going to be fine, do you? No. So I don't know why we do it to ourselves, but I know why I did it. I was training for an event. I was doing much better than the year before, which was my first ever half marathon. And I wanted to do better, so I would pop the painkillers and go out running anyway, which actually, now I know better, is dangerous. Now, 6 weeks beforehand, I could have laid off the running, which 3 times your body weight goes through your joints every time you run. And I laid off that for a couple of weeks. I could have gone swimming, spinning, so I still could have exercised. More importantly, I could have done something like Pilates, sports massage. There's so many different things that I could have done, different stretches that would have eased it off. And had I actually laid off the running for a couple of weeks, I'd have probably been better after 2 weeks and been able to ease back into my running and done the event. Instead, I got halfway around the course and my injury was that bad that actually I had to stop, which was really embarrassing. If I'd known what I know now, I would have dealt with that a lot sooner and wouldn't have had the same issues. I get it all the time. A friend of mine's got a bad shoulder at the moment. He thinks he's just got to man up and carry on through it. So keeps going to the gym every night, keeps making it worse. Isn't doing anything that I told him and suggested to help it. I was a bit harsh. He was moaning at me the other day about the pain in his shoulder, and I just told him to quit whining because he wasn't going to listen to my advice, so I had no sympathy for him. Not a client of mine. I'd have probably worded it a bit nicer if someone was coming to my classes. But that's the crux of it. You're making things worse. And unfortunately we live in a culture where if you suffer from headaches, if you suffer from depression, if you've got a bad knee, if you've got a bad back, we are in a culture where you go to the doctor for help, and very often you're thrown antidepressants, painkillers, things to mask it, not things to help it better. And actually, the fact of the matter is, a 10-minute walk is enough just to boost those endorphins, boost those natural painkillers. That was advice I got off Nikki Snazel, who wrote 4 Cornerstones to Health. She runs a pain relief clinic here locally. I'm not on the payroll. I'm not getting commission for that. But that was advice given from her. Just 10 minutes. Boost those. So when you're feeling depressed, you can go for a walk. It doesn't have to be a power walk. It doesn't have to be a sprint run. You can make exercise fun. You can go, there's so many different things you can do. But the main thing is make sure that your training is smart. If you've got a knee injury, if you've got a back injury, there's plenty of gyms, plenty of people that have got various different qualifications and expertise that can help you. If you're going to the gym 6 nights a week and you've got a bad shoulder, there are things you can do to help. Go and see a professional, speak to someone, get some advice. But don't spend 6 hours a week making it worse. Whatever you do, go and try a Pilates class, go and try yoga, try foam rollering, try stretching. If you don't know how to do all of these, go and see a professional that can help guide you. Obviously, if you've got something more serious, you need to make sure it's, the physio or your GP or someone has advised you what you can do and what you can't do. But the crux of the matter is get that special advice and be smart about it. Don't be one of those people that trains and trains and trains and ping, one of those muscles is gone, and and then you've got 3 months out of the game while you're recovering, not able to train because you've just ruined it that badly. But anyway, final bit, if you're still here, you're still listening, if you have found anything holistic, meditation, Pilates, anything, massage, anything that's nice and holistic that has helped you with your fitness and with your training, please comment below and tell people, share your experiences, tell people how you've benefited and what you've found, the good parts of what you've been doing are. That didn't really sound great, did it? But yeah, if you're listening and you're training now and you've found things that help, comment below, share your ideas and help other people.